Let's take a look at another one. Let's look at problem B. In problem B, they still give us an R, our common ratio of 4. But this time they don't give us the first term, A1. They give us something down the line. They give us A3, which is the third term. So we're missing, at the very least, the first two terms. We don't really care about the second term, but we do care about the first one. So how do you normally find terms? You normally take the first term, and to find the second one, you will take your common ratio and multiply by it. So that would mean we'd multiply by 4. Then you take your second term and multiply it by another 4 to get the next term. So if we wanted to go in reverse, if we were going from the third term backwards, instead of multiplying by 4, we'll do the reverse. We'll divide by 4. Well, dividing by 4 once would get me the second term. And so dividing by 4, so taking the -2 and dividing by 4 would get us -1/2. Then going back one more step by dividing by another 4. Dividing by another 4 would be taking your 1/2 and dividing by another 4 would actually give us -1/8. So that is our first term, our -1/8. Okay, so now using the first term of -1/8, remember that the formula says take your common ratio R, which is 4, and raise it to the, well, in this one we're just looking at a regular n, so we'd raise it to the n-1. So that would be our general formula for how to find any term. So that's one of the two things they wanted. The other thing that they wanted us to do was find the fifth term. Well, remember, finding the fifth term is even easier. We take the first term, the -1/8. We take our common ratio, which was 4. And if we're looking for the fifth term, we actually raise it to 1 less than that. We'll raise it to the 5 minus 1, which is 4. Remember, order of operations is going to make us do the exponents first. So 4 to the 4th is 256. Then we can multiply it by the -1/8, which will give us a -32. And that's our answer for our fifth term, A sub 5.